Macca's Guides.
Hey everyone, Macca here, playing the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 campaign, and in this video I'm going to show you how to solve all of the puzzles in the Safehouse, which allows you to crack the safe, get a bunch of money to get your base of operations running, and even unlocks the Case Cracker melee weapon blueprint. Additionally, it'll unlock an achievement or trophy, which is always a great bonus to have at the end. For the first step of the puzzle, you'll want to navigate to the basement in order to find the boiler room. We'll have to restart the boiler in order to power up a door that we'll need to go through later. In order to do the boiler, there are some hints in the room in the form of notes, but in order to start it, you'll want to basically locate the fuel valve on the left, the water line in the middle, and the pilot light on the right. Start by interacting with the boiler button, or the water valve, and turn the water completely off. Then go to the fuel line on the far left and turn the fuel halfway. Then go to the far right and interact with the pilot button, which will now turn from red to green, and it will stay green if the previous steps have been done correctly. With the pilot light now green, you can turn the water valve to make the water full, and at this point, the boiler should stay on, powering a door, which we'll go to now. Using the main lobby as our reference point, if you go to the left, you'll locate a small piano room. Next to the piano on the desk, you can find a black light, and you can turn the black light on by clicking left on the D-pad. And here, you'll be able to find 5 musical notes that you'll need to play around the room. They are numbered based on the order you're supposed to play them, and there are arrows to kind of help guide you around the room. Now, I believe everyone has the same piano notes that they'll need to play. And I don't know the Russian alphabet, but try your best to memorize them. With the 5 notes written down in the correct order, you need to play them. So for me, the most comparable letters in the English alphabet will be MN, the second note is PE, the third note is CN, the fourth note is AO, and the fifth note is PE. Use your blacklight to locate the correct notes, and once played in the correct order, the door next to the piano should open up with a door at the bottom, which you'll only be able to enter if you've correctly done the boiler puzzle. As you enter, there will be a bunch of hallways, but most of them will just have locked doors in them. So the first thing you want to do is take a right-hand turn at the intersection to locate a keypad on the wall to the right of a door. Here there's a minigame which you should be familiar with if you've played something like Wordle. You basically just want to use your blacklight to pick the 5 most used numbers and then click the little lock icon to enter them in. And you'll get some feedback based on the numbers you've picked in the decryption log, similar to a game like Wordle. If the number is green, that means it's in the correct location. If it's yellow, that means the number is in the code but not in the right location. And if it's red, that means the number is not used in the code at all. You're also free to use the same number more than once in order to pinpoint the location. I used 4 unique numbers and found that all of them are in the code, but they're all in the wrong order. So I'm just going to try basically different variations of moving those numbers around, eliminating possible positions for the numbers I know that are in the puzzle, and eventually I should get it. I believe if you fail, it just restarts a new minigame like this with a different series of numbers. With the keypad done, enter into the computer room, walk to the end to find a computer, and this is probably the easiest puzzle in this entire chain. It's basically a cipher, but it's super simple. Just load into the computer, and you'll see that the code word is located as a series of numbers at the top of the screen. In my case, it's 862915, and all I need to do is use the cipher at the bottom to line up the number with the letter. So the code word starts with an 8 in that line at the bottom. The 8 corresponds with the B, and then I'm going to enter the word. And I believe everyone has the same words, they just don't always appear in the same order. And I believe those 4 words are bunker, open, room, and holding. Completing this puzzle should unlock your next door for you, which you need in order to grab a key. Head back into the hallways, go to that main intersection, and from where we came, you can take a right-hand turn, locating the locked door on your left, which is now unlocked. You can interact with the door directly in front of you to do a very simple lock-picking game, which if you've played a video game before or even past Call of Duties, you know exactly how this works. Use your right stick to lock in the pins to open up the door. Once you open up this door, head inside and grab the key located on the desk. With the key, let's head back into the hallway, and this time we're going to take a right-hand turn at that intersection, and we're going to find another locked door, which we can now open with the key. Here you'll find a radio signal. Interact with the radio, and I would recommend turning on subtitles if they're not on automatically. But you want to start by adjusting your amplitude, which is the height of the wave, in order to match. And then you want to adjust the frequency, which is basically how often those waves are happening, in order to match the frequency on the radio. Once done, you will get a radio transmission, and you need to pay very close attention to it, as everyone has a different puzzle here. What you're looking to do is you're looking to listen to the radio transmission, and you're looking for 4 specific items that are mentioned in that transmission that are in the room with you. For me, it's the ashtray, ancestral crest, couch, and chair. So with the 4 items noted, you want to now locate them in the order that they are mentioned in the radio transmission and find the number next to them. For me, it's the ashtray, which has the number 8, the ancestral crest, which has the number 9, the couch, which has the number 3, and the chair, which has the number 5. You'll want to write these numbers down, and it's okay if you can only figure out 3 of the 4 items, as you can just basically try all of the numbers in the final spot in order to figure out the code through a little bit of brute force. With these numbers, head upstairs and go into the bedroom with the safe, which is located here. Interact with the safe and enter the numbers from the frequency puzzle. For me, they were 8, 9, 3, 5, the same order as the radio broadcast told me they were. With the code entered correctly, it should open up the safe, unlock your achievement or trophy, as well as give you $1,000, which you can use towards upgrading your safe house and the Case Cracker Melee blueprint. Upgrading your safe house seems pretty important, as it basically allows you to buy perks for the campaign. Thanks for watching, share the video with a friend, drop a like, and I'll see you soon. Special thanks to everyone on Patreon. Peace.